916, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here, man. People lose themselves in social media and create almost this false world, this world where they are delusional and it becomes their norm. Because you have likes, follows, subscribers, they think that whatever they're doing is actually empowering them when it's actually creating a false reality. See women, asses, big as I don't know what, shaking ass. Every post is an ass. Every post is them bending over, them, trying to get somebody to look at their ass, them exposing themselves. And that is worshipped to the point where, in the sense of all the likes, they think that that's giving them identity. Now, outside of that ass, that big ass that you've grown, injected, whatever you've done with it, what else are you bringing to the table? After everybody has looked at your ass and fantasized and done all this stuff in their mind to your ass, do you think that somebody that's looking to really wife you is going to wife you in public with that ass? Do you think that somebody that after that's what you built your reputation on, do you think somebody's going to come behind that and actually make you their pride and joy? I'm not saying you can't have a big ass and find a man, but when you've made that your identity because that's what you put on social media, do you think that's real? That you can find real love? It's no different than the guys who, get all the tattoos and, they take whatever they take and they parade around and they look like they're, tough guys and they talk all this high power stuff. And when you meet that person, you find out that they're just a scared little boy behind that shell. This shit is an illusion, man. Half the people, I would say over half the people, 80% of the people you see on social media aren't living their true life. They might have a bag because you see somebody with a nice car and holding up money and I'm living like this. But at the end of the day, if you're cool with compromising yourself in order to make other people think that you are somebody, then I guess that's your prerogative. Whether you're an OnlyFans girl and you got 100 bodies, or you're a porn girl, or you're some person who's super narcissistic and everything you post is about your abs or your ass or whatever the case may be. If that's what you're cool with, then, more power to you. But when you talk about true human interaction and having value with relationships, which, relationships, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a dating situation, family situation, you want more value than something that's superficial. And for the most part, what you see now is all fake. It's not real, man. And once you get away from that and you get around people who don't put so much emphasis on all that social media stuff, you realize that not everybody's like that. Not everybody, cares about, an 8-pack or 12-pack, or, how big your ass is, or how big your breasts are, or, how much you can twerk, or how many times you've waved a pistol and shot somebody. I mean, a lot of that stuff, man, it has no bearing when it comes down to you as a person and you as a human being and what character you bring to a relationship. A relationship is based on more than what you project outwardly on social media. I'm not saying you can't have social media and have a private life, but when you start bringing out all your other business, you got to remember that these things are going to become antiquated on social media. So 20 years from now, all those ass shots, when you were looking for that quality man and he comes to find out that this is what you used to do and you're feeling some kind of way because he's judging you, or you were this, super gangster and you were doing all this ignorant shit, but you want to do something, you want people to take you serious, all that's going to come back. You have to live with that. If you're cool with living with that, if you're cool with the image you've developed, the image that you put time into to create the bag that makes you who you think you are, if you're cool with that, then, just know that you have to live with that. And that's fine. I'm not here to judge that. I'm just telling you that a lot of these people are living a double life and they're not who they say they are. And they're lying to themselves. It's like the person who's parading around like they're a model, but they're 100 pounds overweight, and they know that they're not healthy, but they're pretending to you because they're getting a lot of views that what they're doing is something that they're content with, they're happy with, when in all actuality, I'm not saying you got to be skinny, but nobody's happy with being unhealthy. I know when I feel like I can't move around or do things, I feel like, man, I need to get my ass back in the gym. And I know that long term, it's not healthy to put that kind of stress on your body and your organs. It's no different than, somebody using derogatory terms to so-called inspire people or act like they're uplifting people, but they're really putting them down to make themselves seem better. Humiliation tactics to elevate themselves. That's not how you elevate somebody, by talking bad about them. If you want to elevate somebody, you look for the best in that person and you inspire them to be the best they can be through helping them realize that they can maximize their potential in life. But a lot of times that's not what people feed into. People feed into the negative because the frequency that's predominantly the algorithm on social media is it's a lot of dark, a lot of negative energy. And when you shine light on that, it doesn't like that type of vibration. I'm not perfect as far as in my person. I'm always working to better myself, but I try to share as much positive stuff as I can, in addition to entertain you guys sometimes with jokes, because I know that you guys, it's not all, life ain't all about being serious, but at the same time, realize that when you're building your brand, when you're looking to project yourself into the public eye, that whatever you're doing is going to be there for the years to come. And if you're cool to live with that and you're content with however you're depicting yourself and, your narcissism, then cool. But anybody who puts that much time into themselves as far as self-indulgence, they don't have the ability to really put any type of building outside of themselves, because most of it reflects back on themselves as far as in their selfishness. I've met a lot of people in the fitness industry, a lot of people in the adult entertainment industry, a lot of people in various fields, and anybody that's all they're consumed with. It's not a healthy relationship. You can want to look good and take care of yourself, but you got to have a balance. And for the most part, social media, it really highlights the extremes, and a lot of these people behind closed doors aren't who they say they are, and most of what they're projecting is not who they truly want to be either. They're just doing it because they think that's what gets them the likes, the follows, and the subscribers. Don't get lost in social media, man. Find a balance. Be happy with yourself. Find happy relationships, healthy relationships, and find purpose and meaning outside of what other people you think are looking to get approval from. Don't look for other people to validate your approval for yourself. Validation should come within. BigHerc916. Go to BigHerc916.com, pick up some merch, wash your ass, subscribe, share the video.
Are you tired of smelling funky? Have you washed your ass? Go to BigHerc916.com.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life. My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang-banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey.